61 degrees doesn't sound very hot. It's barely short sleeves weather. But for the average temperature of an entire year in Richmond, 61 degrees is actually way up there. So how do meteorologists figure out the average temperature of a year? And why does it even matter? 2019 is a great example of how a lot of little changes can push us far from normal. We'll start with each day's high and low. They form the average for each month, and then all of the months are averaged to get the annual value. Last year came out to 61 degrees, which tied 1990 for second place behind 2012, which was up at 61.1. And lately, normal for an entire year is closer to 59. Richmond's coldest year, by the way, was 1940, which was 55 degrees on average. But those small differences between years are actually a big deal when we're factoring together all of those days. We tend to remember the scorching hot and bitter cold days the most. But just a handful of days with record temperatures won't push us as far in the statistics as having lots of days that were just moderately above what we'd expect. And that has been the case lately because our climate is warming. It's showing up in a subtle but important way. We're seeing warmer overnight lows than we used to in every season. That trend is not limited to Richmond, but the urban heat island effect makes it more pronounced here. So that missing cold weather can be just as much or an even bigger factor than any trend toward hotter afternoon highs. So where will 2020 land in Richmond's all-time temperature rankings? We won't know exactly until the new year. But based on all of the warmth so far this year, there's a high chance that our average will be close to 61 degrees again and will be in contention for one of the hottest years on record.